And we're getting ready to start this match between Ross Fegroso and Amir Shoshan. We haven't seen a lot of Amir Shoshan lately. He's living down in San Diego. But he's a real hard hitter. He's a good player. And this should be a pretty damn good match. I guess if you're someone in the chat room asking if you're transgender, I guess, yeah, if you're transgender and it says you're a woman on your California ID or on your driver's license, you can still buy into the ladies 9-ball tournament. I mean, if they can use the ladies' room, then they can also play the ladies' event, right?
Sure. All right, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Then we got the first rack coming up.
That's right. First rack now. Amir, I guess, won the toss. And we're going to get this started. Race to 5. And the camera is recording. All right, Amir Shoshan getting his cue. Oh yeah, I have to. Thank you.
No problem. Amir with the break in the first rack. This race to 5.
So how about you, Claudia? You got any interest in playing this?
The
ladies 9-ball tournament?
I might. It's not that.
It's not that far away.
Yeah, not an expensive entry fee. It's not that far away.
$35 is pretty good. You get to see where you stand out here down in SoCal.
Which is I'm a bottom feeder, so.
Oh. Wow. Pretty strong attempt for safety there. I think Amir's probably going to answer with another safety. And that was good too. Just a little short, or looks like the 8-balls helped him out a little bit.
Yeah, I think he's going to have to kick at this.
Well, I think he can see a little bit of the 1. But it looks like he is kicking. Or is he going to hit it? It looks like he might be hitting it. Yep, he's hitting it. Oh. How do you scratch from that angle?
Absolutely no reward.
Big Dennis in the chat room. I just want to let you know, I said hi to Alvin for you the other day, and he, big smile came on his face after I told him you said hello. And he says hello back. Amir Shoshan in the red shirt, shooting now. Looks like he's got a pretty good spread, but he's a little funny here on the 4. He may have to play safe. He looks like he's banking. Well, that was a good shot, but really no reward. I think he wanted to kind of use the 8-ball as a stopper.
Perhaps. Though it's just now it's like, what can he do at this point? What would you do, Daniel?
Right there, I don't know. I'm laying up somehow, but there's really not a lot you can do here. Maybe kind of like a two rail bank, nice and soft, just like that. Create some distance, and he's using the 8-ball. Looks like.
And he got it.
Yeah, he got there. So
there still might be an edge, but there's also a risk of a scratch as well.
Yeah, for those who don't know, Amir Shoshan, pretty strong player. He is a solid 110 speed. Don't really know what that would translate to in the world PPA rankings, but at least for the NWB rankings, or US PPA, he's a solid 110. That was a nice feather there by Ross. Unfortunate outcome, but look at the 7. It's tied up against the 9 now. This is not going to be an easy rack to close out.
Yes, this rack has just become more difficult with that 7 on that 9-ball.
So, Claudia, thanks again, though. Look at that. Beautiful breakout. Look at that breakout.
Very, very nice shot.
I wanted to thank you again for sitting in today.
No problem.
And hanging out. And I hope the company's been,
the company's been
I've stuck
good.
you with some people you probably don't know very well. So
some new people I've met.
You've had Truman here, and how did you like Steve Chaplin?
Steve was they're both very knowledgeable pool players. I mean, I'm pretty much a novice, so to hear them talk about the game and I've learned a little bit of things today just listening to them talk and being in the booth with them.
Absolutely, they're both very knowledgeable players. I believe, Steve Chaplin is currently playing Reed Fleming. Santos is playing Larry Bond right now.
Do you know Amir?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hiroko is currently playing, I believe, Butch Barba. Luke Lau is playing Ramin Bakhtari. I think Louis Ulrich is, who's he playing over there on table? Is that Louis playing on table 10? Looks like Louis, the way he's standing. But I don't see anybody. Yeah, I don't know if he's playing anyone. He just looks like he's hitting balls. Well, I'll tell you what. Amir has proven to be pretty strong here. That was a beautiful breakout on that 7-9.
Oh, that was.
And Amir draws first blood, right? That's how Rambo said it. Rack number 2.
I think 2 balls and the cue ball went down on that break, or maybe just one ball.
No balls went down.
Oh,
no balls except for the whitey. But this doesn't look very pretty. The 2 and the 3. There's no pocket for the 2 ball. It doesn't look like.
No, it'll be interesting to see what Ross does with this.
Well, he'll probably make this and play out to a safety on the 2. Interesting, actually. I think he was maybe trying to actually break that out. But he didn't get there. There was too much traffic, so he's going to play a safety.
Yeah, you tried to get that cue ball up on that 6, but unfortunately went past the 6.
Yeah, he was using the 6, but I think he's got a little bit of coverage from the 7 ball. I'm playing Twig.
Daniel Busch has now been called to his next match. Twig.
All right, I'm going to try to bring somebody else to the booth for you, or with you. Thanks again, Claudia.
No problem.
I'm going to go play Twig now. I've never played Twig.
Good luck. It's actually a really exciting tournament considering how short the races are.
What?
It's actually a really exciting tournament considering how short the races are.
Yeah, it is. There are a lot of players here. So I'll be back. And once again, thanks a lot.
Action Donkey, I have no idea who Twig is or what he looks like. Ross didn't mean to do that.
Hello. Daniel asked me to join him.
Oh, so we have June Almoite joining us into the booth. So Ross is going for, it looks like a one railer here. Though the 4 is very much in the way, and he will hit the 4. The other one, yeah, smaller one. So once June mics up and gets situated.
Do I still know how to use this?
Yeah, like that. So just keep the mic a little bit away from your face. You're not on yet. I'll turn you on when you're ready. All right, ready? Okay. So everybody, we have June Almoite joining us in the booth.
Hi guys. I want to say hi to my friends from Fresno first, before anything else. I'll be back in Fresno tomorrow, so hi to all my friends from Fresno.
Do you have a room that you play out at in Fresno?
Yeah. What's going on here? Who's leading on this?
This match, we have Ross Fegroso versus Amir. And Amir is currently up 1-0 in this race to 5.
I know both of these guys. What's his name again, the other guy?
The one shooting right now is Ross, and Amir is the one in red.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm still in the winners. I'm waiting for my next match against Greg Harada. So
that's good, June.
Hopefully I'm Hopefully I get lucky again.
Who else have you played today?
Is he just practicing or?
I'm not sure. Amir left the table momentarily. I'm not sure what's going on. Ross has continued to shoot.
Yeah, he should be practicing because he cannot lead just like that.
Right. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not quite sure what the score is because Amir left the table and Ross is, for some reason, shooting by himself right now. I guess the match is still on because he did mark that rack.
You guys can hear me? Mic up a little.
Here. How's that?
Okay. Turn your mic up. Little new commentator. Now, can you hear me now? You're quiet. The cue sticks, is that from Ventura or Oxnard? Are you guys from Oxnard? Cue sticks?
June, your match has been called.
Oh, cue sticks in Michigan. Michigan, somewhere in Detroit or from virtual pool. Okay.
So we're waiting for Amir to return to the table. Oh, I think he's buying a soda. June, I think your match has been called with Greg.
Today?
Yeah, I heard your name called with the...
I have to go again.
So, good luck, June.
Thank you. I'll see you later. I'll be right back.
See you later.
Wish me luck.
Shoot well.
Later.
All right, so Amir is back at the table with soda in hand. I guess y'all need that sugar every now and then. Amir's getting out his jump cue to jump at the one. Amanda Pack, to answer your question, the winner of the Paez and Tang Ho match was Moro. He came back from 3-0 to take the win. This is not in Sacramento. This is Hard Times Bellflower. If you're just tuning in, this is actually the first Sunday of the month tournament at Bellflower Hard Times. The Sacramento Chuck Markoulis Memorial will begin in just a few short days, starting with the 1 pocket first, and 9 ball starting on Saturday. That's Amir with this third rack. In the third rack, he's now up 2-1 against Ross. It's the race to 5. Amir elects to play safe in that 2, leaving the cue ball right behind a 3. Very well done. you're just tuning in, this is the Hard Times first Sunday of the month. Hard Times Billiards in Bellflower, California. The current matchup is Amir Shoshan versus Ross Fegroso. In the race to 5, Amir is currently up 2-1. Amir playing another decent safety there. The guy in the red shirt is Amir. Ross is now at the table. So Amir with another 9-ball in.
Mike P and Jose, table 8. Mike P and Jose, table 8. Jose goes to 5, Mike goes to 4.
Q-Sticks, the other commentator earlier was June Almoite. He got called into a match shortly after he came into the booth. Ross is trying to figure out what to do here. I think he's a little bit concerned about a possible scratch. Amir kicking at the 1, scratches into the side. He's not too happy about it. Well, it's still not quite an easy rack. I don't. From where I'm sitting, it doesn't really look like the 3 doesn't go into the side, so he's gonna have to shoot this down into the corner. Yeah, the 5 and 8 are still tied up.
Even frame, table 10, take end frame. Table 10, table 6, frame goes 5.
Nicely executed.
Is he playing?
Who?
Is Daniel playing?
Yes, Daniel's playing. Sure.
That big ass. Hi, everybody. I'm back to torture you a little bit more with my ridiculous thoughts.
Yes, so
This
we
is
got Truman back in the booth. He will analyze every single angle and tell you the percentages.
Hey. Oh, that was such a good shot. And on this table, you cannot undercut. You have to slightly overcut. You know what? He wouldn't have liked going from the 6 to the 7 because I think that 7 is obstructed by the 9. Does it look that way to you?
It does look that way to me.
So,
But me being the crazy pool player that I am, would just do.
yeah, that's a good shot.
combo.
Oh, yeah, that 7-9 combo. Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be a hanger, wouldn't it? Not even with ball in hand do you have to make that. So I think that he was he was looking at the combo, like where he'd want to put the cue ball to shoot the combo. I think this guy looks like he plays pretty well, right?
Ross?
Yeah.
I've never seen either of these players play before, but
I think he should have played the billiard there, or maybe not.
no,
the combo
I
was
don't
good.
think a billiard would do it.
This combo was totally missable. Good shot.
7-9 combo.
Wham.
Am I better than Jeanette Lee? No.
She gives Jeanette Lee the 6 out in the breaks. Give me a break.
So that's Ross gaining another point on the wire. Puts him up at 2. So we have 3-2. Race to 5.
Is there anybody out there who did not hear my praise of Kamui earlier?
Johnny, table 4, Al and Johnny, table 4, race 5.
That 9 ball almost went into the corner there. Wait,
It would have spotted.
Oh, that's true. I forgot about that rule.
Yeah.
Here. So
And this is Amir looks thrilled about this. Did all of you hear me make my my unpaid plug for Kamui earlier? If I don't see anybody respond, I'm just going to give it to you guys again. Okay. So I take it you did not hear that earlier, Ronnie? So basically, whenever I had been, because I watch a lot of YouTube videos of whether it's POVPOOL on the days where I can't get into hard times, or inside pool, and there's quite a bit of sponsorship going on by Kamui, which, even if for no other reason, just because they are the contributors that allow those of you who can't make it to where the tournaments are to see it, if for no other reason than just that.
wow.
They've really been awesome. Yeah, that was a great
That was
shot.
a really
And-
great
and
kick.
he has a billiard on the 4 if he's not too straight in on the 2 to do it. But I really. Oh, Ronnie, are you saying that you already heard it? He says I did. Okay, never mind. Well, I'll just give you guys a quick synopsis. I really just thought Kamui was just spending some money on marketing. I didn't realize that they had a great product. But I have to tell you guys, Kamui has been absolutely... when I started playing with its tip, I was overwhelmed with how good it played. So if you haven't tried it yet, please do try it. It's a... Oh, you might make this 9. Yep. Not only do they deserve our support for giving Pool a chance to have access to an audience, but also because they genuinely make a good product. Nobody can say that a product is going to be perfect for you. This is such an incredibly subjective sport. That's why there's such a thing as medium and soft tips and everything in between. But nonetheless, I feel like it's such a good product that you should at least check it out and be sure as to whether it's good or not for you. They play awesome. They're very consistent.
So, is Ross the one that people call Sea Biscuit?
Oh, that I don't know. See, I haven't seen Ross play before.
Is it? I forget which one of these guys was Sea Biscuit.
What are we going to say? I agree with you, Q-Sticks. Like I said, not just because there are a lot of people who are not being sponsored to talk about how the quality of the product, but yeah, also because without people like them, TV doesn't play pool. There's almost never pool on TV. So for those of us who like being able to watch it, if it weren't for companies like those, we would not have any access to it. So I'm, for one, supremely grateful that there are sponsors that give us this tiny subcult a chance to watch it when we don't have access to follow the pros around. I mean, unless you're finishing high in the money or have a lot of money, there's just no way you can go around and watch as much pool as YouTube gives us access to.
And that's Amir, first to get on the hill. That was a miss and a scratch on this merciless table. Amir none too happy with that.
No cue sticks. That'd be some pretty awesome engineering if you could create a cue ball that could spin itself from within the inside. I think Newton might have something to say about that. All right, looks like you have to play the 4 ball in the side pocket. And a little bit tricky, even at that. Has to let it roll forward a little bit. Well done. Man, this guy plays well. If he has to go forward, it doesn't quite lay natural to get there, so I think he's going to play the 5 in the pocket on the same side as the side that he's shooting the 4 into. A little too much angle here. He's either going to have to float this in or hit it low with inside English to kill it off of the side rail. And I'm going to guess he's going to float it in out of respect for these pockets. Yep, that was tough. And that's with Amir having 4 games.
It's not what you want to do.
No, but that 3 ball, I mean the 6 ball, is not. If he basically just rolls the 5 in here, he's gonna have a tough time making. See now, he needs to be high. Okay, exactly. If he'd have been on the other side, he'd have been obligated to run into the 9 ball. That wouldn't have been very good. And on this, you don't want to play short side, but that's kind of Amir's style, is to roll this in with a little bit of outside English and bring the cue ball down on the same side of the table. He's going to be playing short side. So what he's thinking about doing is he's assessing whether he should draw out with 2 rails, which he's going to do. And I agree with this. The alternative would be easy to get too steep or to get all the way down on the end rail. I have no idea what he's doing because he's hitting high and looks like he's hitting it hard. Okay, that works. He's still got a little bit. No, I like the other idea. Not just because it turned out bad, but I definitely would have rather seen him draw out 2 rails, and I think he wouldn't have been on the rail. He has to slug this with outside English and come across table. Wow. Guess what? He deserves to win this game because that was a great shot. Off of the rail.
Yes.
Frozen to the rail and got perfect. Game, set, match.
That's Amir with the win in this match over Ross. Biscuit.
Nice shot on that 8 ball, Bubba.
So we will have another match coming right up in a few minutes. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. POVPOOL, Hard Times Billiards, first Sunday of the month.
This should be a pretty interesting match. The gentleman's screwing his cue together right now. I don't remember his name. If any of you guys remember his name, feel free to chime in. Pretty good player. He and I gambled maybe 5 weeks ago, and he played well. But on top of playing well, he's got a couple of little tricky tactics he uses. Like when he's cutting a ball down the rail, he'll just always overcut it, and you will just always be safe when he mitches it. I apologize for hearing the background. But anyway, it just he can frustrate you a little bit if you don't know that he's doing it on purpose. But yeah, we played some 9-ball, we played some 1 pocket, and overall he plays pretty well. The degenerate gamblers here at Hard Times are going crazy over some football game that they're undoubtedly all gambling on. It's rather comical. Which of you guys are in California?
All good? Are you recording right now? Just gotta make sure you're not recording.